If you know anything about me, you probably know how much I love Josh Giddey. Not in small part because of his unbelievable passing. He's already one of the best passers in the league as a rookie. And today, we are going to play a little game where I am going to show you 10 clips of Josh Giddey. And you are going to tell me what you think he's doing. I'm going to give you multiple choice options. We're going to freeze the clip before the action point, and we're going to see if you can read the game like Josh Giddey. There are 10 clips again, so if you'd like to play along, I'd love it if you left a comment letting me know how many out of 10 you got right. Because I think some of these, if you don't know the clips, are pretty tough, which is indicative of a great passer. I've done videos like this before, or at least one, and this is inspired by like Coach Daniel type stuff, who doesn't make videos anymore, but I loved his stuff. So let's dive in to this first clip where Giddey is going to attack a closeout softly, and he hops into the lane right here. So is Josh Giddey going to score? Is he going to find the cutter? Or is he going to kick to a shooter? I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's roll the clip. As Josh Giddey uses a beautiful little jump here to fool the help defenders, because he contorts his body towards this defender, Kelly Oubre is frozen. LaMelo doesn't really know what to do here as well and backs off. And because he sees these guys backing away, Giddey knows that Aaron Wiggins on the cut is going to be the best option as well. Clip number 2, let's get into it. We're talking a staple of the OKC offense, these pistol-type DHO actions getting Giddey downhill. So let's get to this point. Is Josh Giddey going to shoot the little floater? Is he going to kick to Dort on the roll? Or is he going or kick to Dort on the wing? Or is he going to find an interior pass? I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's roll the clip. As this time we see Giddey use his manipulation again, because you see him looking up. This looks like a jump shot. And while this player, like Lou Dort on the wing, does look wide open, and this looks more covered, he gets the big man here to bite with the up fake. And despite Russell Westbrook being in the vicinity, he's just kind of staring. He's not really ready to pounce on this big man. He's not ready to make a rotation. And Josh Giddey understands that and is able to slip the pass into Derek Favors for an easy layup. Clip number 3, let's get into it. Josh Giddey driving downhill. We're going to freeze again at the action point where, once again, we're seeing a trend here. Giddey is going to kind of load up in the paint, getting downhill off pick and roll. So let's keep going. Is Giddey going to shoot a little floater? Is he going to kick to either of these corners? Or is he going to find Isaiah Roby diving? I'll give you 5 seconds. All right, let's roll the clip. This time, Giddey finds the corner after finding the roll of the last couple plays. Let's actually compare this to the last play where Westbrook, we remember, is kind of, looks to be in decent position, but really is loafing. Whereas on this other play, Giddey realizes that this low defender is actually in good position. He has his hands on the roller. This pass would not be there. So Giddey zips a pass over the defense with his height and with the jump to get extra elevation and to create a wide open 3. Clip number 4. How you doing so far? Let's get into it. We have another high pick and roll where Josh Giddey is going to get downhill. Let's pause right here. Is Giddey going to shoot a shot at this point? Is he going to go for his own shot? Is he going to dump it down to the roll man? Or is he going to skip it to the corner? I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's roll the clip. So this time, Giddey is able to use the threat of the pass to open up his shot as he uses a beautiful little hesitation dribble to get into the paint. And because Nurkic knows that this pass is a threat, the defense knows that he's a threat to thread these interior passes, which he's so amazing at. He gets a pretty open layup where he's able to use his length and a nice little wrong foot finish, I believe, as well to scoop this layup over the big man. All right, let's get into it. I believe this is clip number 5. We have another dribble handoff. We are kind of running the gamut of these OKC staple offense plays. So let's get into our pause point right here. Is Josh Giddey going to pull a little floater? Is he going to kick out to either, this release valve, or is he going to find the corner? Or is he going to find an interior pass? I'll give you 5 seconds once again. And let's roll the clip. This time we see Giddey use a different delivery than he has in the past. We've seen like overhead deliveries, but again, the little up fake is all Giddey needs. And he sees that this defender, while technically being, in the vicinity, is not ready to help on this roll, and his momentum is going the other way. Giddey is a master of reading space and of reading momentum, and he's throwing this pass to open space, not necessarily right at his rollman. And Roby ends up dropping this pass, but it's a beautiful little find, and he's not playing his cards until the very last second. So halfway through, how are you doing? Again, if you're playing along, feel free to leave your score in the comments below. Let's get into clip number 6, where we see a similar thing, where Josh Giddey is kind of jailing off his defender in the pick and roll. So let's see. Is Giddey going to shoot a little floater jumper? Is he going to bounce to this roll man right here in the little pocket window? Or is he going to skip to the weak corner? I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's roll the clip. This time, Giddey shows off his floater game, as having that floater as a counter is extremely important, because that means defenses can't just play all the way up on him. Because defenses are worried about him finding these drop-off passes and finding these corner passes. He honestly probably could have found either of these options here as well, because Anthony Davis is kind of loafing and DeAndre Jordan's not a huge threat here, but Giddey opts for the floater and he knocks it in. Let's go to the next one, where we are going to get to the pause point again. Let's see. Is Giddey going to shoot a little pull-up mid-range jumper? Is he going to find the roll man? Or is he going to kick to one of these shooters? I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's roll the clip. This time, Giddey is finding the corner as well. He's simply reading the help defense here, as he sees Anthony Davis is sinking really hard into this paint. While Giddey could shoot a little mid-range jumper, he's not perfectly on balance, and this defender's right there. And he knows Davis is a huge threat to help at the rim. So with Bazley so wide open in the corner, it's an easy dish for a wide open 3. Let's get into this next clip, where we're going to have another little handoff pick and roll action. And we're going to pause about right here. So is Josh Giddey going to shoot a floater? Is he going to find the roll man? Or is he going to skip to the weak corner? I will give you 5 seconds. Let's run the clip. We see more deception here. As I've been saying, Giddey is a master manipulator, able to fool this defense. This little rhythm 1-2 footwork, along with the kind of head looking towards the rim, along with the kind of ball movement. This doesn't look like a pass. This looks like a floater until the very last second. And while the help defender, Immanuel Quickley, is actually active, as we've seen, Giddey has known to kind of ignore these active help defenders low and skip to the perimeter. But here he knows that even though Quickley's in position, he's so much smaller than Derek Favors that Favors is likely to score anyway, which is exactly what happens. All right, second to last clip, and we're going to change things up for just a second. I'm spoiling the answer. The pass is going right here to Isaiah Roby. But this time we are going to guess what delivery Josh Giddey uses. So how is Josh Giddey going to get this pass to Isaiah Roby around these defenders? Is he going to thread a bounce pass through this gap? Is he going to feather a lob over to Roby? Or is he going to wrap around to the left in this space? So I'll give you 5 seconds. Let's run the clip. As we see Josh Giddey using a creative delivery here to get around lanky defenders. Again, there are arms all over the place. A bounce under these arms would be really tough, and because Dwight Powell is hounding him, he also could deflect a lob. So Giddey steps through and finds the open space where there are no arms. Maxi Kleber is in the area, but not ready to help on a quick bounce pass like that. All right, it's time for the last clip where we have Giddey in a scramble situation. where we are going to have him capitalizing on an advantage that someone else created. So is Giddey going to fake a pass and shoot the ball? Is he going to swing to Dort, or is he going to find an interior pass? Let's run this clip from the beginning really quick. And I am going to give you 5 seconds. Let's run the clip. As this is just a classic no-look extra pass where, despite at the pass point, Taylor Horton-Tucker is much closer to this big man and looks like he can make a play. Giddey knows that his momentum is carrying him this way, and all it really takes is a little head fake, to open up a wide open passing window down low. So that was it. I hope you had fun. Again, let me know in the comments how many you got out of 10. I think this was pretty tough, honestly, assuming you haven't seen these clips before, just because of how varied Giddey's deliveries are and how he uses manipulation. So I hope you learned something, and I hope this was fun.